Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Powertime practice here on Saturday, July 24th, 2021. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. We are going to be feeling a little bit unplugged today. So we have experienced tremendous blessings coming during this time where all the gurus on the earth plane and on other planes as well have been blessing us for the past month or so, and then culminating all the teachings, all the blessings on Guru Purnima, the full moon of the Guru. So it was about I think I was up for about 24 hours, and with various events, and many of you were as well. So what to do now? This is the big question that I was asking myself as I came to this call this evening, and I see that people didn't know that it was happening, but I'm going to just put it out there anyways, and maybe some people will join, maybe you'll watch the recording later on. So the title or the topic for this Powertime practice today is how to integrate the Guru's grace. So Guru means the spiritual master. It also means it's the Sanskrit word for Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, which represents fortune, luck, and grace, and higher teachings and wisdom and so on. All the goodies, both materially and spiritually. So it also means to get rid of that which is no longer serving us. And how do we do that? Well, we've been empowered, whether you join the free program or you're in the paid program with Dr. Pillai during Guru Purnima, or you participate in other programs, or you're brand new and you don't even know what the heck is going on, but somehow you stumbled across this video. So we're here to follow the teachings of Dr. Pillai, who is a Satguru, meaning he's the Guru of truth, meaning that he will reveal the truth inside of each and every one of us. So his teachings are all about aligning with the cosmic events or time as maybe we don't know it. It's the power and the energy behind the seconds that tick by on the clock, or the minutes or the hours or the days or the weeks or the months or the years. So time goes by. That's what we do. We're born, and then we do stuff for a certain period of time, and then we die. And that's the whole journey of the soul. And perhaps we come back again and again to try and figure out how to do some things a little bit differently. So a lot of people who are attracted to Dr. Pillai's teachings are always feeling like, oh my goodness, this is the icing on the cake teaching, or this is the cherry on top of the icing on the cake. Oh, this is the whipped cream. It just gets better and better and better. And so when that happens, we can, especially during Guru Purnima once a year, where we get tremendous blessings, we can feel out of sorts. We can feel like we've been run over by a truck because there's so much energy and so much negativity coming out from within us. And we also see it in our lives, and we feel it in our bodies. What just happened? And then also people who participated in the teachings with Dr. Pillai, some people shared that they passed out. So they felt very bad because they said, oh my goodness, I missed the teaching because I fell asleep. Why was I so tired? Why was I so sleepy? Why did I feel like, I just ran a 100-yard dash in 5 seconds, and also people who are totally spacey. They're ungrounded. They don't want to go back into their life and do the activities of daily living. So that's what we're here to do today, is to help everyone to understand that we've just plugged in to a major power source and it's doing its work. And so it's okay that you did pass out, those people who did fall asleep. It's okay that those people who were really grumpy all the way through it and they were just ratcheting over some memory or something that Dr. Pillai said, or maybe some of the other teachers who were teaching, hosting calls throughout the past several weeks, even yesterday during the Wealth Powertime events, where we had some glitches, technical glitches, and then it really got some people upset. And we're just wondering, hey, we're on this spiritual path. Aren't we supposed to be like peace, love, and kumbaya, and everything's wonderful? Well, yeah, that's what we want to get to. However, with all of our karmic baggage that we carry, we don't even know what's in the mix. We don't even know what's hidden deep, deep within us, and that's going to be revealed to us. And in the most auspicious time of the year, you think, oh, wow, I thought it was going to be all bliss and peace and joy and love and grace and fun. And some people did have that experience, and some people had the exact opposite. So whether you're on one end of the spectrum or the other end of the spectrum, it's all about self-care. You've got to care about yourself, because if you don't, who is going to? So we just went through a big energy vortex, and it's continuing to unfold inside of us or reveal itself to us. So the intelligence or the blessings, the guidance coming from all the different masters that decided, hey, you might be the one that they want to share some teachings with. However, there's not a sit down in a classroom, take out your books and get your pen and paper or your iPad or whatever people do anymore to when they go to school. It's not like that. This is wisdom. So wisdom is an energy and intelligence. It comes from realms that we don't even understand. And we're multidimensional beings. So we have a physical response to that. We have an emotional response to that. We have a psychological response or spiritual response. An astral body or energy body or subtle body response. So we're multi-layered, we're multifaceted, we're multi-dimensional beings. And what happens when we are immersed in this power and energy and blessings and grace and teachings and wisdom and all the intelligence that is from beyond the beyond. We can't even put it into words or even think thoughts. So some people might feel like they totally are wasted. They can't concentrate. They can't focus on anything. They feel spaced out or numb even, or really giddy and, ungrounded. So they're not paying attention to what it is that they need to do in everyday life. And then they get into maybe some trouble or challenges with family or friends or job. And they say, oh, well, why does it matter? I'm in bliss. And, I just want to be in that forever. But we've got responsibilities. And our ability to respond to them has been tampered with a bit, let's say. So we've had an incredible journey with Dr. Pillai during Guru Purnima. And what we'd like to do is just to remind everyone in the coming week, we have some power times that you can really do some integrating of the teachings in a really super easy way. So if you are feeling out of sorts, there's something called Vibuti. And Vibuti is sacred ash, and I've got some here. I'm not sure if you can see it. No, there we go. So it's a grayish, whitish, energized, they call it prasad or blessings, after it's been offered into like a ritual or a remedy at Pillai Center Ashravid in India. And so you can take a little bit. This is my right hand. You can take your ring finger and take a little bit, maybe like about that much. And then you can take it and put it across your forehead. So you can say Om Namah Shivaya and just wipe it from left to right and imagine all those thoughts or the thoughts that you can't imagine. You're like, I don't have thoughts. What am I going to do? I can't think what is important for me or what is my priority. So doing that, you will get into this state of, oh, you're back to your focus. You're back to feeling like I'm more in alignment with my divine self, of course, but also I'm alert about what it is that I need to do. So it will wipe out any negative congested energies. It will also help you to bring your energy back to your center, so you're not swinging one way or the other. So putting some Vibuti, you can put it on your neck here, your throat. That's where the karma is. You can put it on your shoulders maybe a little bit. It's amazing. You can say the sounds Om Namah Shivaya when you are putting the Vibuti across the forehead. Now, some people have put it right to left. Don't worry about it too much. The idea is that you are doing an action of wiping out confused or scattered thinking or ungrounded thinking, and you want to grab onto more intelligent ways of thinking so that you can converse maybe with yourself first and then oh yeah, okay, this is what I got to do. So you can write down what it is you got to do, your to-do list for the day. Sometimes that's what happens when you're coming out of a major vortex of energy is you just are so ungrounded. So just take out a pen and start writing, okay, what do we got to do today? Even if you think, oh, I'm going to go and get grocery shopping, you could be standing in an aisle in the grocery store and going, where am I? What am I doing? So give yourself a little bit of a break and help yourself out by, creating your to-do list. And that's not only for like mundane things, but also for your work week ahead, or whatever it is that you need to do that's important for you. So Vibuti is one. And then we've got a fourth moon coming up. I think it's going to be tomorrow or the next day. Let me just check out the Ashravid calendar here. If you don't have it, you got to get it. So it looks like the fourth moon in New York, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, is going to be happening around 5:30 on Monday, the 26th of July. So that's in a couple of days. So the fourth moon represents Lord Ganesha's energy. And Lord Ganesha is the one who removes obstacles. And he loves it when you offer him a coconut. So you look at the coconut and you see, hey, it's got two eyes and a third eye. So this represents our eyes and our third eye. It's got a hard shell, just like our hard head, our skull. And it's got some little hairs. Thank goodness we have more hairs than this. And then it's got the meat, the white meat inside, and then the juice. So that represents our brain, is kind of like the meaty part. And then the cerebral spinal fluid is that which bathes the brain and the spinal cord. So it gives us the ability to think. So if we're confused or we need to get focused on what it is what is important for us or what is our priority, you can, on the Monday, you can take this and just, roll it around your head and put it on your eyes, on your mouth, your nose, your ears, your throat, your shoulders. Roll it down your chakra system, roll it down your legs, all the way down to your feet, all down your arms. People sleep with these. They're happy to sleep with their coconut, and they roll around in it. And why you're doing that is that you want to use this as a surrogate technology, as Dr. Pillai shares. It's high tech. So it's a spiritual tool that instead of you absorbing all that excess energy, even if it is fabulous energy, you can't integrate it. You don't know how to get more balanced or come to your center and be focused and be able to communicate with yourself and others. So coconut Monday, smash it in honor of Ganesha. So you just roll it around. Imagine all the negativity that you see, that you hear, or have heard or seen, that you're smelling, tasting, talking, even your throat, the karma on the shoulders, the weight of the world on your shoulders, and then on your brain. And then you can put it down the body, as I mentioned. Sometimes pain comes up from these vortexes of energy that we just tapped into, Guru Purnima. So we may have had perhaps lifetimes with a guru who's in another plane, and that we disrespected them. And then we feel the pain of that disrespect in the body, and we know, oh my gosh. So Ganesha, and you just say, Ganesha, please absorb all the negativity. Help me to experience success in my endeavors. Help me to stay focused on my goals. Help me to get rid of any harm that has come up from inside of me, in my thoughts, my body, pain, and so on. And then you just take it and go and smash it. So always use your right hand for these kinds of rituals. And when you go and smash this, or maybe you might even do several of them until you feel a breakthrough. So I always have a bunch on hand because there's always karma that's happening, and you never know when you're going to be just knocked off your chair and feel like, oh, I got to go lay down. This is too much. So you can just grab your coconut and maybe 2 or 3 or 4. Maybe you'll do 108. I've done 1,008. Yep, I have. And 108 at a time as well. And it's tremendous because you can feel the cleansing. You can feel the energy leaving you that has been sticking to you and causing you to be so disturbed. So 4th moon is coming up, and do it on the 4th moon. It's his moon. And then you smash it outside on the pavement or cement or on a rock. And if you can't do that because your neighbors are going to think, oh my God, a gunshot just went off, because that's what it sounds like when I do it. Although my neighbors never say a thing. I don't know. Maybe Ganesha sticks cotton in their ears and they never say a thing to me. So, but if you're in a neighborhood where, well, that would just be disturbance of the peace. So you can take it and put it in a bag, and then maybe smash it in your garage or smash it somewhere else the next day if it's nighttime. If it's in the daytime, maybe you can take it and find a place where you can smash it. And so you take a double plastic bag, double it up, and then put the coconut in there, tie it, and then smash it. And everything will stay contained in the bags. And then you can just throw it in the waste bin, the garbage. If you just to do me like me, I smash it and I just walk away and the squirrels eat it. And I see pieces of coconut shell down the road when I'm taking my dog for a walk the next day. So I know that they've gone off to their little place and they had a feast with the coconut meat. So you can do that. Some people throw it in the water, a river, a creek, or something. Just be careful about that, because there are laws and bylaws and things like that in different places around the world. So coconut smashing. You can also, if you don't have a coconut, you can use a lemon. So you can't smash the lemon. It would probably bounce around. So you just want to do the same thing. Roll it around your head, put on your eyes, nose, mouth, ears, throat, the shoulders mainly, even in the heart. And as you're doing it, you can say Tirnilakantam. So Tirnilakantam is a sound. Nila means blue and Kantam means throat. And Tiru is the Lord who with the blue throat. So that's Lord Shiva. And he says, just take this surrogate technology, don't take on any more karma, and get, steady and find your center again and get going, be in this world. You just got a lot of spiritual energy, so go put it to use. Don't space out. So take this and Tirnila and then you can, once you feel like, okay, a lot of it has been absorbed, again, you can sleep with this. And then in the morning, you can take it and cut it with a knife and then throw it out. Some people, they leave this on their altar and then they keep it there and it turns different colors, moldy and things. Don't do that. As soon as you can, go ahead and throw it out, because this has got the karma in it, so you don't want it hanging around. So you can put it on your grocery list. Instead of buying a bag of Doritos or cookies, buy 7 lemons or limes. You can use limes too. A 6-day is coming up, and this is a lime, and this is Muruga's veil. So the 4th moon is on Monday, so the 6th moon will be a couple days later, so maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on where you are in the world. Again, check it out on Horror Watch or Panchang, Asarad Horror Watch, Asarad Panchang, or the calendar. So this is a whale, and this is the lance, the sacred lance of Lord Muruga, who is the brother of Lord Ganesha. So it's interesting because Ganesha is the one who removes obstacles, and then Muruga is the warrior. He's a spiritual warrior who gets rid of really stubborn karmas. He gets rid of enemies, diseases, debts, litigation, bad relationships, ongoing bickering and fighting in family members, at work. It will help you to feel like you have courage and strength and bravery, like a warrior does. So he's a spiritual warrior, so you don't have to do too much. So if you have a veil, then you can just simply say his name, Muruga, and then you can pierce this lemon or lime. So you can do either or. And then you just can keep it on there for the day. So you can keep this going for about a day. You can put it on your desk, or you put it on your altar, or you can put it on your kitchen counter where you can see it, and okay, the Lord Muruga is doing the battle for me, and you're grateful for that. So then once that's finished, then you can just throw this away and wash the veil. So these are some very simple tools that you can use. You can also, there's Nambu Herbs Enlightenment Formula is something that will help your brain to integrate the teachings. So it has Eclipta alba. It's got other benefits. The Eclipta alba, like you get good hair and skin or something like that. But for me, it's the brain chakra, because some people have really bad headaches, or they feel like COVID's coming on, or they feel very sick or achy. So these tools will really help to take away all that stuff that's come up from inside of you, or that you've attracted, because that kind of karma it's coming out of you, but it's kind of hanging around. It's been in you for so long, and Guru Purnima has come, thrown the light on that which has been blocking you, and those energies are going to kick back. They've been living with you for some time, and they won't just go nicely. So you might feel like, oh my God, I'm supposed to feel so fabulous, and yet I feel worse. Did Guru Purnima cause this, physical or mental or emotional or spiritual angst, or some challenge, or maybe my relationship broke up, or I lost my job? Did Guru Purnima do that? Me participating in it, did it do it? And it may have. been that you are thinking about it deep, deep, deep inside of you. You just needed that push of energy, just like we all do. When something like that happens in our lives, the person just gets up and leaves, and you're like, what? You're like a deer in headlights. What just happened? So these kinds of things can be experienced by people. And then I've been hearing from people, oh my God, I'm so tired. So hydrate. That's a big thing. I think I drank about a gallon of water all through the night last night when I finally did get to sleep. So I felt so much better today. So it's a cleansing. You want to cleanse inside internally and detox. It helps to release the toxins, the energetic toxins or emotional toxins. And it can be, you don't even know what you're feeling or thinking or why you're feeling so out of sorts. So, water is really great. It will bring your energy back up and it's cleansing. So do that. And then also, you want to maybe think about bathing in like put a little bit of Epsom salts or the pink Himalayan salt or rock salts or sea salt. You just like a handful, and put it in a warm or tepid. You don't want it to be too hot because that can be even more jolting to the system. So you want it to be somewhat cool, and then the salt acts to like a buffer, because when you're acidic and you're yucky, you want to be more balanced and more alkaline. So try that out. Even if, okay, so you don't like baths, take showers. Dr. Pillai says take 5 showers a day for 7 days in a row and see how you feel. 5 showers a day? What? How am I going to do that? Well, most of us are at home anyways with COVID. So it's super easy. You just can go in for like 60 seconds. You don't even have to go in for full on. You don't have to get your hair all wet and everything. You're just taking the opportunity to cleanse your aura and then also cleanse your skin. Because if that negative congested energy is hanging around you, you want to cleanse, you want to wash it away, and you physically see it go down the drain. And you will experience, you'll come out and go, wow. And then if you've done 5 showers a day, or like, 2, 3, 4, so you can do 1 in the morning, 1 around noon, 1 mid-afternoon, 1 early evening, and 1 before you go to bed. Super easy. So again, it doesn't have to mean you soap down and everything. It's just you're rinsing off. So it's not like everybody has to do it, but if you feel, hey, I want to try that out and just see how it works, it's a really powerful spiritual tool that Dr. Pillai has given us, and it will help you to integrate this wisdom and this intelligence and this energy that has come, and you've been immersing yourselves in it. So that's a good thing to do. So taking it in, drinking it. You don't want to drink sweet stuff because that can upset your blood sugar. So it's water, really. Maybe some lemon. You can put some lemon juice and drink room temperature water. A lot of people think, oh, I can't drink cold water. I can't either. It's not good for your heart. So you can drink, room temperature water is good. If you want to drink hot water, you can instead of tea or coffee. So cut back on your tea and coffee, although I like mine. I just drink more water. So do that. And then also go out into nature, walk in nature. And then you can be just thinking about the mantras that you learned. Again, if you were a part of any of the programs, and Dr. Pillai has always said, hey, your soul has qualified for these teachings, so do not share them with anyone verbally. You can share, if we were on a free call, and the YouTube recording is there, you can say to your friend, hey, go watch that free Guru Purnima teaching. But if you were in a paid program, you never want to give the teachings away to anyone. And it's not that it's not about right or wrong. It's just that you want to do no harm to yourself or to anyone else, because you're evolved to that level where you received that teaching. And then the guru is giving it because you're qualified, or you're ready to receive it, and you're balanced. So if you gave it to someone else and they weren't ready to receive it and they weren't balanced, they can be really problematic. And then you have a problem with your relationship. So do no harm. And, just take some of your, the teachings that you learn, and go into nature, go for a bike ride or a walk, or do some forest bathing by walking through a forest. And then you can also just unplug from socializing or social media, even just unplug from your computer if you can, as much as you can, for, I would say for the next several days, or maybe even a couple of weeks. So because the full moon you're just so full of this new intelligence, this new energy, you don't know what to do with it. And then anything that wasn't serving you is kind of like pinging you and saying, hey, make room for me. You're kicking me out. And then you're like, oh, you're all ratchety and yucky, and thinking, geez, what the heck is going on? There's a battle going on. You should know you're on a spiritual path. You can't see it, but definitely you can feel it. So these tools will help you to, get rid of that, especially when it comes up. Don't wait. Pick up your lemon and just get rid of it right away. Why wait? It's a waste of time, as Dr. Pillai says. Waiting is a waste of time. So so you can go for a bike ride or a swim, or, nature, unplug from technology, unplug from people who maybe they don't understand what you're going through. And so they shouldn't, because it's your own personal journey. And this being on this path with Dr. Pillai is it's at the soul level. So it's a very intimate, it's only between you and him. Internally. So how can you even say what's going on inside of you? He's a master of the soul. He's teaching your soul what to do next to evolve, to progress in life, and so on, and how to come out of your harms and hurdles. The guru will never do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. He'll point the way, or take away the karma that is blocking you from manifesting or taking the next steps to do whatever it is that you got to do. So that kind of thing. So getting out in nature, exercising a bit, maybe some yoga, maybe do some yogic sleep. That's a really great one, where you are laying down on the bed or on the couch or on the floor on a mat, and you have a blanket and a pillow if you want, if that's appropriate for you. Maybe it's too hot and you don't want that. So whatever it is for you, you just get in a comfortable position. You're lying down, and your palms can be facing up, and your arms and legs can be spread apart. And you you close your eyes, and you can be listening to one of your teachings or a meditation or a mantra. And then you just doze off, you drift off, and you can set your alarm. Maybe you want to do it for 20 minutes because that's all you have, or maybe you have more time and you just want to go and do that. Instead of sleeping, as in, going to bed and crashing, you can go into bed consciously. You're going to go to sleep consciously into a yogic sleep where you're in union or communion with those teachings that you received. So then you feel the vibrations, and you're more in a relaxed and receptive mode. And you're in a comfortable mode. You're not having to sit up straight and, or think, or, am I doing this right? You just let it go and let yourself integrate that yogic sleep technique. And there actually is a yogic sleep that Dr. Pillai has put out. Maybe it's on YouTube, or it can be in the Pillai Center. So under downloads, audio downloads in the store. You can check it out. So those are the kinds of self-care things that you need to do. And maybe you have some ideas of what you can do. The Tirni Lakantam is really good. You want to, really focus on a blue light in the throat and saying Tirni Lakantam, and then, or even Shreem Brazi. Brazi is a karma busting sound. And it's also a manifesting sound. So Dr. Pillai had said during the Guru Purnima in the free program, hey, come on, you got to do the Shreem Brazi. Why you're not manifesting, why you're not able to increase your income or get a promotion or heal your body, get healthy. You're not able to stay focused on your goals, or you're not able to, you don't even know what your goals are. You're really confused. And a lot of people say, well, I got on the spiritual path, so what's the point of life? Well, the point of life is the point of life. You're just here. You're doing life. And then having more spiritual energy helps you to enjoy the life, regardless of how much money you have or don't have. You will be balanced, you'll be peaceful, you'll be calm, you'll be energized, you'll be lively, and then things will start to unfold. But if you don't know where you're going or what your goals are, then all the spiritual energy, you just become like a spiritual. Dr. Pillai said to me one Guru Purnima, he said, you're a spiritual zombie. And I was like, wow, that hurt. But it hurt so deeply. Like I was, yeah, he's right. I'm just so immersed in my spiritual practices. I'm not doing anything in life. Yeah, I had the roof over my head and food in the fridge, but I was just, kind of going here and going here like a leaf blowing in the wind. And that wasn't very productive. So you want to make sure that you are doing something that's purposeful. You're doing your sadhana, you're doing your spiritual practices to get the energy, the intelligence, the clarity, be able to create, be able to help others, be charitable. So you think that, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. But if you're really spaced out, you're off track. So a lot of people had shared that, I wanted to give Dr. Pillai a gift, and they didn't know what to give. And there was a campaign for his Tripur Foundation. So maybe go take a look at that. And for those people who wanted to do that and you haven't yet done it, you can do that and then honor him. You do the donation and then you just pray, or you can write it and say, this is in honor of Dr. Pillai Guru Purnima for all the blessings and teachings he's given. So that will be something that all of a sudden you will release a lot of negative congested energies. So as a spiritual being, we want to know what our checklist is. And as Dr. Pillai says, you won't be able to progress on your spiritual path or in your material life if you are not being charitable. And not because you're doing it to get something. It's because of your heart's desire to be able to give, to be able to help a human being who has no hope at all of having anything in life. They're living in really brutal conditions that we can't even imagine. So it will make the heart of the divine melt and wear inside of you. You will be in tears. Sometimes people say, when I'm really grumpy and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm all mad, and then I just go and I give a small amount to Tripur Foundation and I'm in tears. And I feel so much better. And then I go and do the thing in my life, and all of a sudden opportunity is there. The miracle is there. So these are the ways in which Dr. Pillai is saying, hey, integrate this grace, let it guide you, and then guide you to have an uplifting, joyous, and purposeful life. Instead of like, oh, I'm so confused. I don't know what happened. I don't know where I am. I'm in pain. Did this happen because I participated? I've heard so many, even myself, over the 25 years that I've been with Dr. Pillai, I've just had brutal Guru Purnimas. I was telling somebody, or a group yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. This was just awful. And I thought I was, oh God, I just want to get back on the plane. I was in India, it was a Guru Purnima. I thought, I just want to get back home and I don't want to do this anymore. I was so yucky. And then as I was coming home in that, almost like a day of traveling from India back to Canada. And then things started to settle. I started to see clearly. I started to let go of things. When I got home, the whole life unfolded in a whole new way. And I was like, oh, so even if I thought it was the world's worst pilgrimage I had ever been on, and I felt so yucky, all this great stuff happened in spite of it. So please don't be discouraged if you think, oh man, that was brutal, or oh wow, I'm so high as a kite, I can't get back down to the earth plane. I don't want to. You don't have to do anything, but this is just some guidance that we like to give everybody after a big vortex. It's once a year, so it's a big, big time where your life has changed and you just got to step into it now. So don't lose track of where you're stepping because you can miss. So we're here to support, and those are some of the self-care ways. And if you do eat well, maybe take some fruits or things that will detox. Sometimes when you have this big spiritual download, you don't want to eat. And then you have to eat, so you can maybe all of a sudden you decide, oh, I'm going to be vegetarian, or I'm going to be a fruitarian, or I'm going to do intermittent fasting. So you'll start to say, I'm going to eat less. I don't need it. So, or I'm going to get rid of the junk food for once and for all, or I'm going to give up cigarettes or wine or beer or whatever it is that I used to take to numb the pain. So these kinds of things can happen too. These kinds of miracle things you will be a different person, but then that can be a little bit strange too, because who are you without all that? So journaling is very, very important from Guru Purnima onward until the next 365 days. So the next, or 64 days until the next Guru Purnima, what happened? So don't blink and miss this power time and just say, okay, on to the next. This is something we want to integrate. We want to take it in and we want to make it great. And we want to be grateful, full of greatness. So we want to integrate Guru's grace and then allow ourselves, be kind to ourselves, be compassionate, watch your self-talk. And those negative thoughts are going to be kind of coming at you and be really nasty. And you're going to be thinking, I thought it was supposed to be better. But this is coming up to the surface for you to finally see, oh, wow, I am super negative. I'm super angry. I'm frustrated. So what? What are you going to do? Maybe some people even say, and Dr. Pillai has told many of us, go get some counseling, go get therapy. You're out of control. And it's good. So go, if you need to do that, you do that too. Or you can, if you feel like, oh, I'm in pain and it's unusual, then go to your doctor, get checked out, run some blood tests, and just see if you're okay. Because you don't want to go on and then you just are, it's like becomes a runaway train or a train wreck. So these kinds of things you want to do too. And then be around positive people. If you know that you're going to be in meetings where challenges are, then, protect yourself. Bring a lemon, bring a lime, put it in your purse. So many people do that. Or put it in your car and then you have it and you just hold on to it and you imagine all the negativity going in there. And then when you get home, you can cut it with the knife, throw it out. So those kinds of things. What else? Of Evelyn is saying, I was fearful of posting the video to him without permission because I thought it was a method of sharing too. You can, the video, it's the free video you can share. I think you're asking. You can share the free videos, not the paid ones. Definitely not. Claire is saying, happy full moon day of Guru Purnima, Brazil, prosperity, money, love for all of us. Yeah, so that's something too. Thanks for reminding me, Claire. Reassess all the areas of your life, because you're going to be like, okay, I must change now. I've got all this spiritual energy, all this intelligence, all this wisdom, all these blessings, all this miracle consciousness. And you're just like, I don't know which way is up. Or you might be just ratcheting on all the negative stuff, all the challenges. So you just write those down, and then you just can do your mantra or your practice that you received, whether it was free or paid program with Dr. Pillai. And then you just focus, okay, I'm doing my spiritual practice. I'm also taking note of what it is that I want to, all this spiritual energy to manifest in these various areas of your life. And you just keep doing that. You keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And you will have a breakthrough. So, oh, good. Radha has posted the link for yogic sleep. So that was also a way to integrate the teachings is there. It's on Pillai Center. Great. Let's see. Tripura Foundation donation for shoes and needy children in honor of Dr. Pillai and Guru Purnima. So the link is there. So please, even if it's gone by, Dr. Pillai's birth star is Purva Bhadrapada. It's coming up, or Puratati in Tamil. It's coming up on Tuesday. So it's a very powerful time to continue to honor Dr. Pillai this whole week. So even though the full moon will be over, and maybe it's over for some people wherever you are in the world, can be over, but this whole week is loaded with the grace. It's loaded with Guru's grace. So keep pouring it into you, keep cleansing yourself, and do the practical things for you to keep receiving that instead of feeling like, I can't take it. So try that. Tripura Foundation giving the donation of the shoes, because we all know, what if we didn't have shoes to wear? I don't need to talk about it. You guys know. Okay. So Evelyn is saying, before I pierce the line with the veil, do I roll it over me? Yeah, you can, or just pierce it. Doesn't matter. Either way. Sujata, namaste from India. Great suggestions and guidelines, Sutrita. It's like a need of the hour. Don't know how Baba senses it and channels it moment to moment. Absolutely. It was interesting because now that more people are here, Radha was pinging me, and people were pinging and saying, hey, Sutrita, are you doing Powertime practice? I said, yeah, I'm all ready to go. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's no email was sent out. There was no YouTube set up. I said, well, let's just try to do it anyway. So the people who are coming and the people who will watch the recording, this is very, very important that you understand. You just went through a big, huge power vortex of energy, spiritual energy, and we don't know how to speak spirit. We don't know how to integrate it. And we don't know how we are going to be when we come through it, when it sort of settles, the dust settles, or we settle. So it's really important for you to just every day do a self-check. Am I taking care of myself? Am I feeding my brain with some inspiring words of wisdom? You can go on. I love Pinterest. It always sends me beautiful quotes from various teachers or spiritual masters, or just anybody who I just love their quotes, and that it's just perfect in that moment. And I get the ping and I go, oh my God, this is like perfect. And it just turns your attention around and gives you something that is going to feed your body, mind, and soul with some good, uplifting information. And so it motivates you to go on and do the next thing. So do that. The blessings and peace be upon everyone. Wow, didn't know we were gathering tonight. Thank you, Sutrita. You're very welcome, Reflections. I thought I was. It seems that, there was a glitch in the matrix. And that's what happens in life. So how did we know to come together? Okay, well, we maybe have received a ping from, WhatsApp or YouTube or whatever. But our soul was like, hey, are we going to do power time practice? So our soul is always trying to guide us. And then it is the right message for us at the right time. That's what this power time practice is all about. For those of you who are new or need a reminder, and I love saying it all the time because it reminds me to be in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. And then opportunities just naturally unfold. And we call that miracle consciousness. So there's an energy behind time that goes by. And this energy or Shakti is something that it keeps us alert and allows us to be creative and allows us to take charge of our lives, no matter what is going on. So, I think let's get into a meditation now so that we can have an experience of what we've been talking about, just coming back to a center. So this is all this energy, and then maybe there's a combination of energy that is yucky. Maybe it's pain, maybe it's headache, maybe it's aching that you can't even pinpoint. You don't know where it is, but you're just in kind of like a spiritual angst. And then what's the point? So we don't want to go off on that, down that dark alley. So it's there to remind us, hey, what do we got to do? We got to come back. As Dr. Pillai used to say, you go, come back, come back, come back. Come back where? Come back inside of yourself and own that kingdom or that queendom within. And then you will know, okay, I'm good now. So let's settle in and we'll do a practice, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Radha is saying we miss sharing of miracles with Power Time. That's great. Well, this is what it is. So miracle is what? It's a supernatural occurrence. It's beyond what it's beyond what our nature is. Our true nature it is that when we're going along in general every day, and it's kind of like like I was saying, I'm like a leaf blowing in the wind sometimes. And then I got to come back. I got to come back to myself so I can receive the miracle consciousness, stay alert, and then see all of the things unfolding in my life. And then those go, oh my God, it's a miracle. So it's a miracle that I'm so alert today, cleaned the house from top to bottom. I went to my classes. I went shopping at Walmart, which is usually a nightmare for me. So all this spiritual energy I was so grateful for. And yet I thought, oh, I'm going to take a rest before power time practice starts. And I know, nope, right up until the very point I was getting ready because I'm having a guest, my father, who I'm reuniting with after 45 years. He's 9 years old and he has a heart condition. He's going to have surgery. So who knows if he'll make it through. But he's wants to come and stay at my house. And that's never, ever happened in my whole life. So I'm very excited. And so I thought, oh, where am I going to get all this energy to do all these things? And this is where it is. It's already there. I don't have to ask. So know that you can do a lot. And then if you are feeling like I have felt after some Guru Purnamas over the years, take good care of yourself. Take the time to take good care of yourself. You don't have to rush and do a bunch of things. You just do what's natural for you, and that will be the miracle, that you're not fighting against what's natural for you or what's natural for someone else. It can be natural, but it's not the same. So never compare yourself to others, but just know that you have a tremendous amount of energy, intelligence, grace, blessings. The guru is now really grabbing your soul and expanding it. He's stretching it. And it's stretching all over you. And you're like, whoa, what is all that? So you don't want to be freaked out about that either. Dreams. So that was another thing that I was going to mention, that people have been saying, I'm having like bizarre dreams and also really scary nightmare kind of dreams since this whole like 21 days preparation for Guru's Grace and then actual Guru Purnima. So they've been going through like a battle, and then they are really confused and really, I don't know, I'm scared, so these kinds of things can be happening too. Or people who are like, oh, I can fly, and they jump off a building. No, they won't do that, but they're just doing really risky things. Don't do anything important if you feel really flaky or spacey. Make sure that you have people to ground you. So do the yogic sleep, and then even if you don't do the full yogic sleep, like closing your eyes and going through the whole process as Dr. Pillai takes you through that yogic sleep technique, you can just be, again, lying down and then listening to your, spread out, and then listening to a mantra or whatever it is that you want to do to relax and go deep into this energy and feel it. Hey, thanks, Sujata. Yeah, that's a miracle. And it'll be a miracle because the miracle was that I'm all ready. And I had all this energy to do all this work today. And it was fun. It was fun thinking about it. And I was listening, I was chanting, I was listening to mantras all day. So I was like for like 8 hours immersed in mantras. That was awesome. So, all right, let's go into a little bit of a meditation. So you can be closing your eyes. And putting your attention internally. And then you just close your eyes. Know what's happening. Do you feel like a buzzing or a tingling, or you feel like you're out of sorts and you can't really settle? So then what we'll do is pay attention to your breath. So you can take, naturally, you just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And then as you're breathing in and out, just naturally, don't force it. Pay attention to your eyes. And imagine your eyes are staring straight ahead, even though your eyelids are closed over them. So they're still. They're not darting all over the place. So when you keep your eyes, your eyeballs still, steady, then you're able to feel more balanced. All right, we'll put our attention now at the base of the spine. Deep into the tailbone area. You just imagine it. You don't have to, oh, where's my tailbone? Your higher self will take you there. And then you can pour your attentional energy down your legs into your feet and toes, all the way down your legs. And you're not forcing it. Again, we're integrating Guru's grace. So it's there. It's all around us. It's in us. It's going all over us. So just imagine it pouring down right into the ground and deep into the earth. The deeper you go into the earth, the more spiritual energy you can bring in to your being, into your life. So imagine like these roots growing right from the bottoms of your feet, these spiritual roots growing all the way to the core of the earth. Zing, you're there. Now you're steady. Your eyes are steady. Your legs are steady. Visualize a reddish orangish light pouring down your legs and then coming back up. Your feet are orangish red, your ankles, your shins and calves, your knees, your thighs, the backs of your thighs, your buttocks, your pelvic region, even into your belly. Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine a ray of light shooting up your backbone, piercing the chakras on the way up, your spine and your subtle body, and then this ray of light shoots up through the brain and the top of the skull and up, up, up into the space like a searchlight. Your eyes are steady. Your attentional energy is up out of your body. Now imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with, or a light, a vast light coming from the cosmos. It's huge. He embraces you here on the earth plane. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Atityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Absorb the energy, the spiritual transmission, darshan, into the pores of your skin. Soak it up. Allow your DNA to start to shift, evolve. Receive, integrate the grace, the Guru's grace, easily. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Be alert. Feel the ease, the grace and ease pouring through your whole being. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Feel your heart melting, all the angst, all the frustration, the sadness, the anger, melting away and filling yourself with joy, clarity, peace, calm, feeling centered. Now we'll focus on enlivening the chakras, realigning the energy. So imagine the chakras, the psycho-spiritual centers, breathing in and out. So they're going to breathe out that which is no longer serving you and breathe in the spiritual energy for each of the chakras, starting at the base of the spine. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat, clear it. Move up to the middle of the brain, the third eye. Be still. Eyes are steady, still. Float back down to the base of the spine and the legs and feet. Connect with the earth element. Na, 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 na. Move up into the navel, the belly. Cleanse it with water. Ma, 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 ma. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands and fingers. Feel the fire. Chi, chi, she. Move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. Connect with the air element or the prana, subtle air. Va, 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 va. Now the eyes steady, still. Focus on the brain. Connect with the ether or akash or space. Ya, 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 ya. Eyes are steady, still. Now imagine two beams of light entering your eyes. Receive the light and cleanse the eyes. The eyeballs disappear and there's only light in the eye sockets. Two beams of light enter your ears, piercing your eardrums. The light disperses inside the brain, inside the head. The light is continuous, coming into the ears, piercing the eardrums, lighting up the brain and the head. Two beams of light shoot up the nostrils. And where the two nostrils meet, the beams of light activate the pituitary gland, and then deeper into the middle of the brain, the pineal gland, third eye. Feel the pulse or pressure or tingling as the light shoots up the nostrils, pinging the pituitary, pineal, third eye. Feel it. Now receive a beam of light into the mouth. The tongue lights up, tip of the tongue, middle of the tongue, back of the tongue, and the throat. The light is expanding. In the mouth, tongue, throat. Now a beam of light pierces your forehead, washing away any dark energies or thoughts. And finally, a beam of light enters the top of the skull from above. And the brain starts to pulse. in a rhythmic way, not in an erratic way. It's more of a rhythm. As if you're breathing light in your brain. Now the whole body receives the message to do the same. This light is none other than Guru's grace. From head to toe, breathing it in and out naturally. No effort. Now the goddess Lakshmi Shrimbrazi appears in your mind's eye, or you may feel the presence pulling on your heartstrings to fill you up with abundance, joy, material manifestations, with all this spiritual energy. Think about what you want to manifest. Beautiful relationships, joy and energy, good health, well-being, money in the bank, the ability to be of service, be charitable, the ability to evolve gracefully, or whatever it is that you want. And you know the sounds, or if you're new, the sounds to activate this communion with the goddess in your mind's eye that floats into your heart and makes your heart to sing. The sounds are Shreem, Shreem, and Brzee, Brzee. And like a lullaby, you're going to sing from your heart. Shreem, Brzee, Shreem, Brzee, Shreem, Brzee, Shreem, Brzee, Shreem, Brzee, Shreem, Brzee. One more time. Shreem, Brzee. Feel your heart's desires have manifested with the sounds in your subtle body, your soul's longing to do it. You're just done. Now, put your attention on your backbone. Imagine the veil of Lord Muruga, the spear, the lance. The handle is your backbone. The head of the spear is your brain, and the tip of the veil pierces the top of the skull. It opens you up to the divine realms where all your karma can be cleared. It's shooting out of your body through this veil. Muruga, 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 Muruga. Again, focus the attention on the backbone, the head of the veil as your brain. The tip pierces the top of the skull. Tremendous light, energy. Muruga, 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 Muruga. Connect with the veil, backbone, brain. Muruga, 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 Muruga. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Steady, still, easy. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. And just let go and maybe take notice of what's going on in your body now or your mind. Maybe there's something that came up into the throat. You can just imagine a lemon or lime, or if you have one, you put it there. And then it's getting released right away. It's gone. So as you're coming back, make a prayer to Dr. Pillai for giving you a soothing meditation to integrate the grace that came through during Guru Purnima. And then these practice tips that were shared to help you to take care of yourself and journal what's going to happen to you in this year till next time. You have all this tremendous energy, the blessings, so do something with it. Write it down, and that's what will manifest. So as you're coming back, make a prayer for those people who need our prayers the most, because no, they can't even pray for themselves. They're in such dire states, hopeless, no faith, and they're struggling. So we can appeal to the divine, and it's up to the divine, but we can say, hey, we know there are people out there suffering. So please intervene, divine intervention. And then if you can participate in some charitable act for all the things that you can do in your life as an evolving human being, it's most important to help those who really, really need help. So there's some, you can go check out Tripura Foundation. There's all kinds of things. I sponsored the elderly because Saturn really likes that. I'm running 19 years of Saturn. So it makes me to be very happy that I'm able to do something and I don't have to go physically. I'm so busy, and then I feel bad because I can do it. And then, hey, it's going to get done. So Bipul is saying here, Bipul Das. Good morning, Suchidam Adam. Pranam to Guruji, myself, mentally, physically, and spiritually getting the shelter of Guruji. My gratitude to all. It's a God blessing. Rigo is saying, thanks so much. I really needed this. Thank you, Sue says. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm so happy. Julieta. Hi, Julieta. How are you? Oh, how are the kids? How's your hubby? How's everybody? Juliet is saying here, thank you very much, Chichu, to love you and your father. You are very lucky to have each other. Oh, sweet. Thank you very much, Babaji. Yes, thanks to Babaji for changing our destiny, which we were destined to maybe have a whole lifetime of suffering where you get on the path. It's a high, fast path, but it can be intense. So we're here to make sure that you can get recalibrated or integrate the Guru's grace with a little bit more ease and peace, and these tips will help you. So, maybe watch this again, write them down. I don't even know what I shared. It's just become my nature to share that with others, to do it myself. Sujata is saying, wow, great experience. Thanks to Babaji, Sutrita, and the Rara, instrumental in dragging me into this call. Hey, how'd it go, Rara? Lots of gratitude to all. Umberto is saying here, that was so wonderful. You've given me a lot of reassurance. Will you do this tomorrow? Well, Powertime practice is once a week. So, and we haven't been able to come together because we have been participating in the Guru's Grace chanting sessions, which was so awesome. And thanks everybody for jumping over there. It was awesome to build that energy and be ready. Can you imagine if we weren't ready? Ooh, we'd be just all over the place. So, yeah, and do your stream remedies. So please, everybody, you think, oh, I'm not getting anywhere. You are. It just sometimes, like when we're learning maybe how to type or how to do something, or maybe we're learning a sport. or we do something cooking and we're just messing up all over the place, or we don't think we're even creating anything. we're just all over the map. That's what it is for mantra. So we want to keep practicing it no matter what. And it doesn't take much. I know this guy, he updates me for the past 10 years. He will send me, updates every now and then. He'll say, you know what? I'm integrating 10 minutes of Shri Mrazi, 10 minutes of Om Namah Shivaya, 10 minutes of this, 10 minutes of that. I've done 10 years of it. And I said, wow, my gosh. So he's keeping track of it. And then he's saying, and what it's doing for me. So we don't want to just be, as Dr. Pillai called me one time, a spiritual zombie. Yeah, okay, good meditator, whatever, but you're not doing anything with life. You're not overcoming your harms and hurdles or your challenges. You're not growing as a human being. So anyways, this guy told me all the things he's doing, and it's a miracle. He's got tremendous challenges, but he's overcome them over the 10 years. 10 minutes, Shri Mrazi. Who knew? But he loves it. So make sure that you integrate that. And Dr. Pillai has blessed it. And he said, you must do this. And I'm blessing you, everybody. I'm blessing everybody to be committed. And people say, oh, I'm not committal. I'm committed to non-commitment. Why should I be? Well, you don't have to be anything. But if you commit and then you just recommit. So, okay, you go off for a while, then just come back, recommit. That's it. But he is going to override that wandering. So you stay in alignment with the Guru's grace and do those things that can help you to integrate it, smooth it out. You'll find that yeah, now I get it. Right? Evelyn is saying, thank you, teacher Sutrita, for all your advice. Have good time sharing with your father. Thank you so much. Enjoy your moment. Yes. Thanks to other teachers and Pillai team. Abatu. Yes. Beautiful. From yesterday, my throat is so heavy. Thank you very much for your sharing tips. Thank you so much. Yeah. So Shilpa, please do, the throat is going to be heavy. You might have headaches. Some people who are having sinus problems, or they feel like I'm hacking something up. I got COVID. Somebody said, I think I have COVID. Did Guru Purnima give me COVID? I'm not sure, but just go get that checked out. So once again, please watch this and write down the tips. They're not just for fun. They're because we need it. And we got to get back on track. Sarita is saying something in some other language. Well, God bless you. Evelyn is saying, teacher Sarita, you have so much joy inside. It's shining pink on your cheeks. That's great. And it is. It's incredible joy. And I'm so happy to be able to come together after these big vortex of energy downloads with everybody, because I was scrambling in the dark, all those years ago. And I remember Dr. Pillai said to me, he said, I said, well, how are you going to get out to everybody and help people? And he says, I won't be, but you'll be able to. And I was like, well, how am I going to do that? And that was before the internet. It was before YouTube. Even we just barely had mobile phones, cell phones. So this is beautiful that we can come together, and science and technology is allowing us to support one another. So that premonition came true. I was like, no way, that can't happen. And here it is. So, and I really, it brings me a lot of joy to have all of Dr. Pillai's teachings be shared with everybody. And like I said yesterday, I have no idea how Dr. Pillai does this. So I can only just, guide people, and then it's his grace, it's his blessings, it's his teaching, it's his ability to get your soul fed. So you grow it. and expanded. So I hope people had that kind of breathing in and breathing out much easier instead of like kind of like this or so now you're not controlling it. It's just, it's breathing in and breathing out. Mm-hmm. Elizabeth is saying, thanks for this helpful follow-up and discussion, teaching reminders. Needed this grounding. Very grateful. Yes. Sue, hey, this is great. This is inspiring. 2 months. So Sue says, in 2 months, I've written so far 14,260 Shrim Brazils. Keep doing it. I remember we used to get together with the kids and their parents, and they would come on like a full moon or a day where Dr. Ply would say, okay, get everybody together and chant Shrim Brazil, 1,000,000 times. What? So we would get everybody together. The kids would write it. Everybody would write it. So all of us together, we did it. So we added all those Shrim Brazils up, and it was like a stack of papers. And we were there for hours and hours and hours, and everybody's life changed. So keep doing it, Sue, and thanks so much for inspiring others to do it. You just do it, and you go into this. I remember we're writing it, and all of a sudden I look at the paper and my pen is gone, and the pen, it's like something Shrim Brazil got in and took over. And then, whoa, and then came back and was writing it again. So AT, Shana Kumaran, hey, great. I felt detached from Shrim Brazil due to spending more time on other mantras, but today I felt Shrim Brazil back in my life. That's great. And that's what Dr. Ply said. This is your blessing. This is your gift in this Guru Purnima. So do this Shrim Brazil. And you don't, some people might go, oh my God, I can't do 14,260 Shrim Brazil. Whoa, that's too much for me. You just start. We just did 9 in the heart, and we sang it like a lullaby to ourselves, our Shrim Brazil goddess in our heart. And in our mind's eye, and just flowing, allowing that energy. So we fall in love. We fall from our head into our heart, our mouth, Shrim Brazil, saying it into our heart. And it doesn't take too long for you to, I've fallen in love with it again. Oh, Sharita is saying it's in Hindi language. It means Pranam Sadhguru. Okay, thank you so much. Great. Okay. So why don't we wrap it up? We've had a lot of teachings in the past, 21 days, 22 days. So Sue is saying, you just start, it gets easier and easier. Absolutely. Rara, Liz London can buy the herbs from Nambu Botanicals, right? Yes. So someone is asking about Nambu Botanicals. So this is there's the label, Nambu. Radha, if you're still here, can you pop on Nambu Botanicals link? Unless you already have, maybe scroll up, guys. Jennifer, thanks so much. My life has changed for the better because of Shrim Brazil. That's the mantra I use every day. Thanks. Yeah. So thanks, Babaji. So you can get up, don't even get off the bed and just be there for 10 minutes. Set your phone. Instead of snoozing for 10 minutes, you Shrim Brazil for 10 minutes. And you'll go into a deep, like an altered state, because you're so relaxed. You're just coming out of your sleep and you're going to start your day, but you're just going to do it randomly. No, you want Shrim Brazil. This is one of the teachings that Dr. Ply gave about Shrim Brazil that inspired me. Was he said, Shrim Brazil won't let you do anything stupid. Who wouldn't want Shrim Brazil then? Nobody wants to make mistakes. Nobody wants to get ripped off. Nobody wants to waste time on a project that is just going to go sideways, or you're going to argue with people, or it's just going to be a nightmare. or whatever. So Shri Brazil will just, no, that's not heaven on earth. No, that's not prosperity. No, that's not health and well-being. So use it for that reason. Start your day just clearing the path, clearing out all. I've had meetings canceled for just strange reasons, right? Because I believe that, and not only believe it, it's happened so often throughout all these decades. Shreem Brazil, Shreem Brazil, Shreem Brazil. If it's meant to be, it'll be Shreem Brazil means it to be. If it's not meant to be, Shreem Brazil is kicking it out of the way. So just knowing that is a tremendous way to start your day. And you want it to be a fresh, clean slate, and you want everything to go smooth. So you can't think all that. And you're interfacing with people who do have so many karmas. So you may think like that, but nobody else is. Shri Brazil will just knock it. It's kind of like it helps you to resonate with the right people at the right time. And you're thinking and having joy, and you're saying stuff, and you're creating, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. So yes, Reflections is saying, Babaji says Shri Brazil is like a watchdog, is a watchdog. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you to your teacher. Oh, you're welcome. So Shana Kumaran is saying, thank you to your teaching, Suchuta, with love. So how are you feeling today? Since yesterday when you were saying, oh my God, I'm all over the place, or I fell asleep, or I remember you saying that, and that a lot of people think they missed the blessings, when in fact, Dr. Pillai could be knocking you out so that you do get the blessings. You kind of have to go into a spiritual anesthetic, so you can, you don't block it or try to control it in any way. I hope you're feeling better. Oh, Radha's posted here that Namu herbs, the herbs are sold out for now. Okay. Well, keep it on your radar, everyone, because they are amazing. I would get 6 months at a time. I still have some, so hopefully. Saina Kamaran saying here, I'm calmer and feel refreshed. Awesome. And that's what happens. So when you think, okay, this is going to be horrible, or this situation happened in my life, but maybe you will just calm down now and take a look at your life and be centered and be focused and bring your energy together. Look what happens when you bring your energy together. You're asking the divine. You're saying, please bless me, bless this moment, bless me to get through this moment. Then the next moment, then the next moment. And then you don't have to think about what to do. Where is it? That, and one more. No, two more. This and this. Shana Kumaran says, felt energized. Great. So I'm glad this was helpful for the people who came at the last second. And thanks so much, Radha, for creating this YouTube link and sending out the email. And so we're going to see you next Saturday. Well, we're going to see you in Power Times. Unless we have free chanting calls, then we'll reroute you over to there. But I'll be on those calls, some of those calls, which I loved. That was so awesome. And thanks to all the teachers. They were fabulous. And also Radha for her support. I think, Radha, you deserve the crown. You get to wear the crown. So, I just wanted to acknowledge Radha she did the most. She was there for all 22 days, and I was only there for a few of them. I was in the background, but not doing too much, just enjoying more so. It takes a lot of being, organizing the life and wanting to be of service, not because you want to get something. It's like, oh, I'm so charged up. So Radha's had many miracles that she's shared, and I'm like, yeah, because you do so much service, and she doesn't even think about it. She just does it quietly, and same with Yajna. So thank you so much, goddesses, and everybody here. Of course, Dr. Pillai. So let's wrap it up. Have an amazing rest of your weekend and week ahead. Let us know how you're feeling. We'll see you next week for Power Time Practice. Tell your friends. Give us the thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell and whatever goes on that you need to do to get your alert. But it seemed to be pretty good turnout today. So watch it again, take the notes, and integrate it. All right. God bless you all. Namaste.